Okay, so what are you noticing?
I feel some fluctuation, so now I can go.
Okay,
if you,
so let's roll back level.
Oh. You were playing with it, but not low enough to make the real sound or the horn.
Correct.
Go off.
However, low enough it should be recognized and recover, right?
For 3, turning crosswind.
Anything out of the green becomes recognizing it and recovering from that.
Yeah.
So as we're flying along, we're at full RPMs,
yeah.
right? And all of a sudden, right there, the tone difference, right?
Yeah,
the horn light's not on, but that is
recovered by hand control.
That is low rotor RPM recognition recovery, right? Because it came out of the green. It's not low rotor to be horn and light system, but it's low rotor where it's out of the green arc where it's supposed to be. So just like that. And you're pulling power and you're pulling power and it's going down more, right? So you'd have to do that exact opposite. So there, so right there, it's, lower and roll up just a little bit, maintain that green area, right?
But that was, so you can see it, but there was pre hearing it.
Hearing it, seeing it, and the yaw.
Yeah.
Right? So you get a little bit of a yaw right there. The yaw already kicked in on you, right? To the left. And then as soon as I let back off of it, it went back to the right. So that's like, okay, a little bit of yaw, a little bit of tone difference.
Yeah.
Better check those RPMs because right there's those two indications, right?
Yeah, lower the collector, roll it up a little bit.
Right.
RPM recovery. And if you then see it drooping down to go to autorotation.
Bring that airspeed up.
Okay. We're going to be in Albany soon, you know that, right?
Yeah. If we didn't have such a headwind, we would be.
Yeah.
Skyakers 82743, and runway 35, Sky.
And good morning, 743 Warrior, helicopter 9 Tango Delta, will be departing shortly, parallel runway.
Let's take a left, shall we?
The left, clear left.
Clear left.
Skyakers 82743 on left base for runway 35, turning final shortly.
Trim.
Are you staying in the passenger
Trim, roll level. Nose is high, put it back down.
Close pattern, left hand.
Great stuff, okay. Helicopter 9 Tango Delta, I'll be staying well east of runway 35.
Set a 330.
330.
Yes, sir.
Warrior 82743, turning final.
Going to get some nice wind across the edge over here.
Fine.
And your the iPad.
Auto.
Yeah.
Read it. Where are you going?
I'm going to go back around to
Lake Park traffic, Panther,
the field right here behind me. Nose down, put a little wind, pick up a speed.
Pull that nose back up just a touch.
Right there.
Watch the RPMs are coming with it. Down. Roll up.
Good power, hold on.
Westbound,
Get power control.
800, Starline Survey, Randall.
I flared a little too high for my own liking.
All right.
There would have been a soft landing in the water.
Okay, we're pitched for 75. Let's pitch for 60. Okay, talk to me.
Okay, so I mean the obviously out of rotation it took me more than 1 second, a little longer to recognize and to put the input. I didn't bring the collective all the way down, which I should have done down and then come back up instead of keeping it where it was. Of course, the rotor RPM would be maintained where I was too, but I should have taken it all the way down, then bumped it back up. That's the right way. I did make the right decision to look behind me. I did let the airspeed come down a little bit to 55, 60, but I recognized that quick enough to be able to pick up enough speed and come in for a proper landing in a safe spot. I flared, I think, a little too high, keeping a distance in front of me, but there was still, 20, 30 feet. I could have blinded that off and be able to, plop her down on the ground if necessary. Well, probably not pretty, but it would have been a survivable landing.
Okay. So you're correct on most of that. So the initial entry was I rolled down. By the time 90%, right at about 90% hit, was your reaction time. I stopped rolling down because if I would have kept rolling, they would have been at 80% before that reaction would have came in. You dropped, but you dropped only half of the collective, and we were still at least quarter collective up in the air when you paused. And it's like, collect down,
all the way down,
all the way down, all the way down. It's got to go down.
Skyker 743 turning downwind. Skyker.
So.
And it is almost like, I'm doing that now a little bit because I want to keep the RPM under control at the same time. But that is, you're 100% correct. Should have been all the way down and then bring it back up. Not at that
all the way down and then react to its reaction, right?
Manage that from energy from
If it's coming back up, then you come up with it at the speed it's coming up. And if it slows down, you slow that raise down. And when it stops, you pretty much stop. And then decide what needs to be done next, right? The decide model. Is it stopped? Is it retrending back the opposite direction or coming back in or, full assessment of it.
Respond of whatever it is.
Right. The next was, if I hadn't brought in that turn, would have never made that field.
Well, I was at the same, I think I was turning at the same time as you were.
No, I was putting a lot of pressure on it.
Were you?
Yes,
okay.
I had quite a bit of pressure on it to turn. So if I would have not put it on, we would have been on a housetop or in trees. Because I purposely, set you up to where you've got no options but a wall and trees in front of you. So what are you going to do, right? Now the other instincts of, shoot, what was behind me? Let's get this puppy turned around, right?
I thought I had that pretty well under control, but I trust you. I trust that you were pushing it.
Let's take a right and head towards the highway over there, shall we?
Right, turn the highway, okay.
Skyker is Warrior 2743, turning final runway 35, Skyker.
You see this point out here on the river?
Yes.
I'd like to assess that for a landing, please.
Okay, is this Sandbank over there?
Right now, you're trying to touch after 544, Charlie Bravo is
establish a rotation. It's off my shoulder, right?
Westbound. Yeah.
Look if any major obstacles or wires or trees or anything. The wind direction is coming.
Okay, let's level out.
Yeah, the wind direction is coming from me. So I'm going to start turning. I see an in and an out. I can come in from the other side if necessary. I want to keep it on my shoulder over here so I have enough space to assess. I don't see any loose trees or wires or anything else in the way.
Helicopter 10 to the south, inbound for 29, Great Barrington.
We're 2 over the top of it. We need to be spaced out.
Even more, okay.
With some left foot there, righty. I thought you said them shoes we're gonna treat those pedals like they need to be.
No, I said that they're actually thicker soles. If anything, I have to get used to it. All right, I have houses, I have trees. I can come over the house over here, along the highway. Otherwise, it looks like a proper landing spot. The way I would want to come in is obviously we are now in the upwind leg, downwind, and then coming in this way for landing onto the sandbank itself. And I think that will be a safe approach and safe landing opportunity.
Keep that orbit in, just the same spacing all the way around it. So the wind's starting to shove you this way, so you're going to have to bank into it a little bit more. There you go.
Keep an eye on my speed.
Yep. Keep that turn in a little bit more. Kind of leveled out. We're being pushed sideways away from it.
Now be, yeah, but it's going to be pushed in if I go too soon, right? The winds are coming from there.
Well, no, it's just on this turn here.
Now I'm being pushed. That's why I wanted to go.
No, roll level a little bit more. That's what I'm saying. You're more banked now than what you was on your other one.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, so where's your forced landing areas?
My forced landing areas, I can go to the highway. I can go, that would be my option, either direction to the highway. Of course, this field below me is another option if I have a, I'm still high enough if I have an auto-rotation necessary.
Okay.
But that would be the two options that I have available to me.
Set us up.
All right, so this would be the downwind.
Okay, here's 743, turning base, runway 35.
Start lowering a little bit.
Okay, put that nose back down.
Bearing 5 south, gonna enter left.
You want to still manage that airspeed,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We're bleeding out. We've lost 15 knots. And I would hold altitude until your final, right?
Yeah,
Because same as an airport, you don't drop altitude in the downwind unless you're significantly high already.
Okay, my plan was to be at 1,000 feet and then level out.
We're making your base turn.
Airport, this is November 512, 5 miles inbound for landing.
Trim us up.
Clear.
Trim us up.
Southwest, be transitioning over to Orange County. Right up, left up.
Little power up. Feel that sink in that turn? Little power up. There you go. With the left foot as you do. There you go. So I wouldn't get too shallow on this because you don't have a whole lot of options, right?
Correct.
So I'd maintain that and make it just a little bit steeper once you know that you're going to be able to make your spot. So keep the airspeed a little bit longer.
A little bit more, yeah.
There you go. There you go. Good job. You're welcome.
County, Skyhawk, 10 miles.
I'm looking outside.
South of the airport and back to landing.
Getting a little steep. I dropped some of that altitude. Get that collective going down. Right foot though, buddy.
Yep. Get over the trees over here and get that cleared.
Yeah.
Want to be careful with settling the power over here.
Yeah.
Still have a good spot. Side,
Tail's good, clear.
Tail's clear on my side.
Easy power,
Yeah,
nose down,
power.
nose down, nose down. There you go. Keeps that airspeed maintaining, and it keeps you more level. Pull that collective nice and gently. Keep the nose level as you do. Keep the nose level. Collective brakes, how about that?
Yeah. And of course, keep an eye on if there's any loose debris, any sunset.
Let's go right up there in the sand, and let's do a nice gentle set down, shall we? Or some hazards.
Again, scent flying, white out, any trees, branches, of course soft ground, so I want to ease my way and settle in rather than plopping it down.
Forwards, 10 feet. I want the cleanest area there. Right foot, where's that right foot at?
Right over here.
Thank you.
Oh, you want to, okay.
Yes, because
I had a
look
different
at the
orientation.
sandbar that's raising up on each side, right?
Yeah.
Nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. Relax and breathe. Relax and breathe.
Yeah, I'm just holding the flight. Slowly feeling everything.
Collective down.
Collective is down.
Cool.
We're neutral.
Good. Please hold.
Okay. All right, lights out top. You're back secure.
Roger that.
You on board?
I'm on board. Let's pick
Very
up.
good. We're going to do two-stage pickup. We're going to go up.
Yep,
2 feet,
so we know we had a lot
out.
of aft on that sit down, right?
Yeah, we can, and we're slowly coming up, and we're just keeping a slightly forward cycle. And again, the exit plan is to get up and go out this way, pick up the wind in our face.
We'll pick up and we'll find out how much more room we can take.
Sure.
Before we go that way, right?
Eyeballs out.
Runway.
Oh, this is a big runway. You can take more if you have more, right?
Yeah. Stack the deck in your favor.
Oakland County, 064 Mike Romeo, 7 miles out to
Easy.
Yeah.
It was a little rushed at that last part.
Yeah.
Okay, clear your tail. So we got a lot of twigs on the ground, right? Don't spin the helicopter. Just look.
Just look.
Yeah. So keep her coming around. Keep her coming around. Keep your tail clear, trying to maintain your stationary hover area. And take us back to the big spot. Keep that tail coming around. We got stuff behind us.
Yeah.
There you go. Straight line.
I can turn it around here.
Yes, sir. Picture probably would have been better if I had you set down there. That's
There's
okay.
actually a nice spot over there in the center. All right, I'm going to lower myself first to get max performance. Lower down to 2 feet or so. Lights are off. Everything.
And then do like kind of a modified, almost like a hybrid, like airspeed, altitude at the same time. So there you go, about like that.
Yeah.
There you go. Watch trees on my side, so take it back off your way. Always set yourself to more spacing. Keep the heading.
Okay.
Keep the heading.
I want to keep over the river a little bit until I got enough altitude. Okay.
That's because you're pitching too hard for the airspeed. So you need to be about right there. Feel how the air climb rate kicked in a little bit good, a little bit better on that, and we're still gaining airspeed, right?
Yeah.
Trim us up.
743 tankers, final 35.
Sullivan County's here, 64 Mike Romeo, flying the field 3000. Gonna do a teardrop for a left downwind 33. Sullivan County.
Fly the course, please.
Fly to what?
Fly the course.
Traffic 529, Tango Lima, 10 miles north, will be entering left downwind for runway 36, carry traffic.
Good job.
Sullivan County, Skyhawk, 5 miles to the south, overflying the field at 3,000 feet.
Okay, so I can hear it now. I can correct it. Back to stable. No lights came on. We are good.
90 knots, please.
90 knots it will be.
Altitude 1002.
1002.
On course.
On course.
Left foot.
Left foot is in.
Sullivan County, Sirius 234, Mike Romeo, flying field 3000 for a right teardrop on a left, downwind 33, Sullivan County.
Order to the south, Kingston.
Hello,
Red 667, joining the downwind for runway 4.
On course, sir.
030, right?
No.
Oh.
Course.
What's that?
The needle.
The needle.
The course.
The course.
Yeah.
Very bad. Patrick 29 Tango Lima is approximately 8 miles north at 3,500 for runway 3.
Let Kingston know that you're 7 to the southwest inbound, please.
You have the frequency on, right?
Yeah, that's everybody's loved frequency. The northeast.
Kingston, helicopter 74685, about 6 to the southwest of the airport, inbound. Kingston.
Cool. Airspeed 100.
Airspeed at 100. Power. Nose. .22 inches.
You got a lot of cushion in the bottom of those shoes?
There is more than the other one. That's why, because I bought these to make for my feet to feel better. And so I have my helicopter shoes, which the next time I'm going to wear that, see that makes a difference in myself.
Yeah, changes your pressure that you're used to feeling, right?
Yep.
And Kingston traffic, blue.
Like this one, I have a little less feeling, while the helicopter shoes are probably at max feeling, so I'm going to try that out the next time and see. But from a trim perspective, I mean, I've been trying to do my best to be better at it today, which I think was better this way than past flights. But it just continuously feeling, and it also feels different when you're being tossed around by the wind, right? It's like you have to continue to input different way.
Anchors Warrior 743, turning base from the 25, okay.
Sullivan County, Skyhawk, overflying the field at 3,000 for right teardrop.
I gave you
Anchors 743, turning final, runway 35.
let me think about this here. I'll give you 3 seconds to answer this.
Okay.
Auto right now, where are you going?
Right behind me, there was a football field I could go to.
Okay.
And otherwise, the veil will track in front of me.
That's going to be a shit-ass bumpy landing.
Well, listen, better than graveyards and buildings.
I guess. Well, made it down safely, tore the skids off, but otherwise, just put some skids on, it should be all right. But then the train came along.
Did you and I walk away from it?
I'm hoping. It's going to be a bumpy-ass ride. You better 0 speed that thing on that set down.
Yeah. There's not a lot of rooms around here other than roads and, and if I don't want to be hit by a car, those are the 2 options. The football field behind me and the field on the left-hand side would probably be reachable too, but that was not my first instinct though.
With a max setup, we may have made it next to the cemetery there in the smooth grass.
County,
And maybe they would have decided our fate.
Thing is, do we want to live and die by maybes? All right, we are 3 miles to the southwest of the airport. Kingston helicopter 685, 3 miles to the southwest of the airport, Kingston. What is the intention over here? Would you like to...
Fuel.
Fuel. Yeah, that's critical. And we can come in.
It's important. We're not critical, but it's important.
Yeah. We can do base to final from here.
Sullivan County Airport, Skyhawk, enter midfield downwind, runway 33, Sullivan County.
Start losing a little bit of altitude. That's runway 33, I believe, right?
Tree.
Kingston helicopter 685, base runway 33, Kingston.
Which base? And it would be technically an extended base.
Yeah, I mean...
I call extended left base. Make that radio call.
Kingston helicopter 685, extended left base runway 33, Kingston.
Good.
Now we'll go landing for a midfield somewhere so we can turn up and go to get fuel.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go right straight ahead of me.
I don't think you're going to make it, sir.
What do you mean? You're not going to make it there in that spot?
No.
Oh yeah, come on now.
RPM's coming up.
In between these three trees?
You're bleeding out too much airspeed for it. Power up.
Power up. Power up, maintain, level.
Because that's a hillside. You'd probably try to flare and rip your tail boom clean off of it on those trees.
There weren't that many options, better options that I could see, but
was there?
Well, listen, at the altitude that we were flying, at the speed we were flying, hesitation can cause me to go into the trees rather than a rough landing in.
So what could...
Kingston helicopter 685, final runway 33, Kingston.
What could have been done to...
Extend it?
Yes, sir.
Well, you can go to 90-90 approach to extend it.
Warrior 743.
So we're going to be keeping working on that as well as we go through this.
But
not only auto, you need to decide as quickly as you can I reach it? Can I not?
Yep.
If it's a no, set it for max. Do I have the altitude to be able to sufficiently set it for max?
And that's the thing that I was going to say, is that I don't think I have the altitude per se to go for max to squeeze that out.
We was 500 AGL.
Yeah, okay.
At least. So, and it's, keep us on the go.
Yeah. Where's the fuel pump again?
All the way at the end. All the way around on the other side of the octagon building with the windsock flapping around on it.
There you go.
So as a pilot, it is, can I make it? It's not, do I have the altitude? If you had 75, 100 or 75 feet of altitude, okay, no, don't go for a max. But you got 300 and 500 or greater, attempt it, right?
Yeah, but the two things I have to overcome, right? I was going at 75. I have to gain 15 knots by pointing the nose down and rolling the RPM. Bringing the collective up.
Hand. There you go. Last intersection. All right, but the decision factor has to be quicker.
Yeah.
And that's something that wasn't sped up in private with a few students, which it's commercial light. This is where we increase that timing to, I got to make a decision now.
The wind is really hobbly-bobbly over here.
Being a little strict with you, is it?
A little bit playing with me a little bit.
Well, that's a little bit of excitement then.
Yeah. Kingston, helicopter 685 clear, runway 33, Kingston.
Dang, now I got to do mathematics. I forgot. I hate this fuel pump. I got to do mathematics here.
What is that?
Because I can't just push the fill up button. I gotta be like, do you want dollars or gallons? Keep your altitude.
Yeah.
I want to just put it in until I decide I'm done. That's what I want to do. Less cyclic, less cyclic. Relax, breathe.
Governor, frictions. Keep it at 70. Cool down.
Right. So in commercial, you gotta make that decision making a lot faster, a lot sooner. So you may have had it in private to where, okay, you could maybe survive, maybe hit the trees, hopefully survive that.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, now you want to have people on board in commercial, right? So now this decision makes got to be a lot faster. Can I make it with the weight, with my everything I got for energy? Can I change anything to modify it to be able to stretch out to reach that spot? No? Okay, can I make a 270? Can I spin this thing right back around in a 180 and look for something? Can I drop her down to 53 knots and, or excuse me, into a least rated descent configuration and turn around and look for my spot?
Yeah.
Right? Hang time.
50.
That's what we're going to be working on the next few times as we continue to go out. Is like, cool, I'm just going to put you in. Great, you're in an auto. Where are we going? Figure it out. How fast can you get it figured out? Can we make it to that spot?
So the mental mindset, like in this one, is I felt in the approach that we had the speed that we have, the altitude we had. I was able to certainly make it to the second field, but even make it to the first one. Of course, there was a little bit of rough treeage, not trees, but bushes, going from the first field to the second field. That's why I set it up the way I had set it up. I felt I was able to make that comfortably without...
had you not been bleeding out airspeed and increasing descent rate because of that? Possibly.
Turn the camera off so we can...